guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to another English video with me, Kimilia Zahra. And how are you guys? Hopefully you guys are fine because I'm super excited right now. Actually excited at the same times because this video is gonna be my last project for English speaking, which is it's gonna be my last video. So yeah. And in this video, I would like to tell you about some points that I have already noted here. And it's gonna be about the summary of the lesson during the semester. And the second one is about my impression toward face-to-face and online classes for speaking. And the last one is tell you about how do I give my score for my English ability from 1 to 11. And I also gonna give you reason why, and maybe it's including my weakness and my strength in speaking. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started with the video. So guys, in here I would like to tell you about the summary of the lesson that we have already learned during this semester. So the very first thing that we have learned in the class is about how to compliment someone, or the expression of compliment. So compliment is an expression of that we say to express or to give prize to someone else. And it also a polite remark that we make to someone to show their appearance and to appreciate their qualities or to improve what they've done. And then the example of compliment is, we can say like, well done, that's great. Or when someone's use a beautiful hat, we can say, oh, that hat look nice on you, or you have a beautiful hair. So yeah, and so on. And the responding of compliment, it can be as simple as like thank you or thanks. It's nice to hear you to say so, and then so on. So the next topic is about small talk. So small talk is the kind of conversation that we make when we want to talk to someone, but we don't want to get into a very deep conversation. It's small because the topic that we talk to someone is like a common topic or a easy topic. So in a way to fill up the silence and to make you and the person you talk to feels more like comfortable and friendly to each other. So there are some topics that you can choose if you to do a small talk. It's like about work, about travel, about food, about life, and what else? And you can also talk about the weather. I'll give you the example. If you want to choose the topic about work, we can ask to someone about what do you do, and let's say the person that we ask to is a doctor, and we want to know more, like we want to ask more about the details. So we want to find out how we can continue the conversation. So let's go back in time. We can ask them like, what motivates you to choose to become a doctor? Or we can also ask them, did you always want to become a doctor? Or we can ask them also, what is your first job? Do you like it? And if you want us to their recent job, we can ask them like, what do you like about your job now? So the next one is about condolence and sympathy, or the expression of condolence and sympathy. We can use this expression when someone that we know lose their loved one or lose their someone that they love. So one of the necessary things that we have to do is show our sympathy and condolence. For example, when we hear about our friend's mother has passed away, we can say, I'm so sorry for hearing that, or I'm so sorry for your loss, or we can also say, my deepest sympathy, or please accept my deepest condolence, or we can also say, accept my warm and heartfelt sympathy, and so on. So the next one is describing people or describing objects. Actually, we describing people most of the times, right? Because sometimes you might tell our friends about how what our boss or our lecturers is like, or we might tell our sister about the cute guy that we so looks like. So we when we want to when we want to describing people, we can also describe about their personality. So, and when we want to describing someone, we will often use the the adjective. For example, when we want to describing someone's height, we can say they are tall or short. And when we want to describing about someone's weight, we can say curvy or well-built or slim or thin, heavy, and etc. We can also describing about their hair, like that, short or long or wavy or curl, so on. And then when we want to describing about someone's personality, we can say they are nice or friendly or generous or polite, and so on. So do for the object. When we want to describing object, we can mention the shape of the object, or we can mention the color of the object. So the next one is expression of apologize. So apologize is to tell someone that you are sorry for having done something that has caused him or her inconvenience or unhappy. This is what important actually. So, for example, I'd like to apologize for my troublemaking, or I'm so sorry for make your room messy, or actually this is quite a lot happened to me. When I came to the class late, I would say, I'm so sorry for being late. Yeah, like that. So the next one is expression of apologize. So apologize is to tell someone that you are sorry for having done something that has caused him or her inconvenience or unhappy. This is what important actually. So, for example, I'd like to apologize for my troublemaking, or I'm so sorry for make your room messy, or actually this is quite a lot happened to me. When I came to the class late, I would say, I'm so sorry for being late. Yeah. So the very last is about expression of complaining. So complaining is an expression of displeasure or annoyed at something, or it can be something that happens not like what we expected. So here's some expression that we can use when we want to complaining. So the first one is, imagine that we are in the library, and normally in the library we shouldn't talk loudly, and there are some people that speak loud, and it bothers you. You can say, I'm so sorry, but you guys are too loud, or I'm so sorry to say this, but you guys are too loud, like that. And you can also say like this, can complaining about the smell of the rooms maybe. I want to complaining about this room smell. The smell is so bad like that. Or this is the common one. It's about excuse me, but you are standing on my food. Yeah. And you can also complaining about the weather. You can say I'm angry to the weather. The weather is so hot, or the weather is so cold, and etc. So guys, that is all of the summary summary of the lesson that I for this semester. So the next one is I'm gonna tell you about my impression toward face-to-face class for speaking. So yeah. My impression for face-to-face class is, of course, the good things is that we can speak directly with the lecturer. Yeah, even though this online class we can also speak directly, but for me, it's more frequent. The frequency it will beneficial to improve my English skill. So yeah. And for face-to-face class, I tend to be more highly motivated since the learning environment is more conducive like that, and it's easier for me to discuss the learning materials with friends that I can understand the lesson better. And for the online class, actually it's like the offline class, like right? I mean, like we can speak directly to the lecturer, but the most crucial problems for online class is internet connection. Internet connection become an obstacle to the student to talk directly to the lecturer due to lagging or unclear voice, delay, and etc. And due to my observation, there are only several students that have the courage to say something during the online class, because I think the shy student become more shy during the online class. I don't know what is the reason for that, but yeah, that happened in like some class that I have. So that is my impression toward the face-to-face and online class. So yeah, if you understand, I prefer to choose face-to-face class, but of course all of you guys must choose face-to-face class, right? But we don't have any choice in this situation. All that we have to do is to following the rules that our governments give to us to. So for the last thing that I'm going to tell you is about how do I score my English ability from 1 to 11 and why. Maybe for the reason, I'll tell you about my weakness and my strength for speaking English. So I'll give my English ability 7 because I'm quite confident actually when during the conversation I can understand what the other person saying, so I know how to answer them, and I can do appropriate conversation with people. But the weakness is, even though I have an idea what I'm about saying, I'm a little bit overthinking. Actually, I'm a little bit overthinking before I dare to say something. So most of the times, I didn't say anything as I planned because I don't have the courage to do that. So yeah, and then one more. I also afraid when to speak sometimes because I grammatically unstructured when I'm speaking. So yeah, and due to the lack of what is it, a vocabulary that I have. I don't have so much vocabulary, so I think it's the reason why it's hard for me to speak English fluently. So yeah, that's why I'll give 7 out of 10 to my English ability. So yeah, I know I have to study harder to learn English and to make my English become better. So guys, I think that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry if I had a mistake. So yeah, and thank you so much. See you guys, and bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay healthy and happy fasting.